Hello, welcome to another episode of Investigators in Cars Drinking Coffee. Good morning. I'm your host, Mark Murnan, president of Complete Legal Investigations, and I'm joined once again by my stunning
Wow.
wife. My wife and partner, Wendy Strom Murnan, licensed private investigator, certified paralegal, and we're here again today to talk about something fascinating.
Yes.
Which is?
How can private investigators obtain bank account information?
Yes. That's a big. Now we get asked that quite a bit. Now, who's interested in that primarily?
People are interested in when they are owed money by somebody.
Right. Judgment
or
collection.
They're trying to get money from somebody.
Yeah, they're trying to get back money. They've family law cases, divorce cases, child support.
Yeah.
And so we usually get a
Anyone
call.
looking for money is looking for bank accounts.
And can private investigators obtain that information? And can they obtain it legally?
Well, that's the question.
Yeah, well, that's I think
That's
what we're
the
going to address
question.
today here. Can we obtain this information legally?
Right.
And I would say to answer the question, yes, information like that can be obtained. What is the ordinary means by which investigators or attorneys get financial information?
Well, attorneys can subpoena that information, or they can subpoena the bank personnel and ask them to bring that information. Investigators, that's your specialty. What do you do?
Well, there's a lot of investigators who promise, and I know this is going to be a kind of a controversial topic, because there are investigators out there who, data providers, who claim that they can obtain bank account information with approximate bank balances and location of the bank branch where the money's at.
Right.
And frankly, we have done these over the years, but as I have studied it and become more sensitive to, the realities of confidential and privacy considerations, I don't think you can do it legally.
Well, have you tried it in the past?
Well,
have you tried any of these databases?
We've tried them in the past. Several years ago, I stopped using them because I became concerned with how the information was being gathered.
Okay.
And now there are two specific laws I want to cite. One is, and this will be a little technical, but follow along, the Gramm, Leach, Bliley. The GLB, the Gramm, Leach, Bliley Act. Okay, the GLBA, the Gramm, Leach, Bliley Act, and the
that like three congressmen or
yeah,
something?
three. I think I can't remember senators or congressmen.
Gramm,
Leach, Bliley really narrowed down the privacy element of financial information. And the Fair Credit Reporting Act is another one. And those laws govern what people can and cannot obtain legally. And so we are concerned about obtaining information legally. Nobody wants to be the test case.
Yeah, no. We
But
like our
private-
licenses.
Yeah, we love our licenses. Our reputations are all that we really have to market.
Yeah.
So can a private investigator obtain financial information on another individual without that individual's permission? And I'm just going to say no. I don't see a way, and it's never been explained to me in the 20-odd years of being in the profession how you can obtain financial information from a financial institution without pretexting or having insider information.
Right.
And that's really the challenge.
Yeah.
How are you getting that information legally? Now, I realize this is a hot topic amongst investigators. I'll probably have a bunch of PIs down in the comments section. Feel free to join in. If you can show me how you're obtaining that information legally and in compliance with federal and state law,
And what about the cost of this? That these people that claim they can do it, what are they charging?
They're charging hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, thousands.
Yeah, sometimes thousands.
Yeah.
But they're offering, we just got an email. I get emails probably 2 or 3 times a month from data providers who claim that they can provide me, and they do. I know that they have provided that. It's not that they can get the information, it's how they're getting it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't doubt. I've seen some of the records.
It's an ethical question.
It's an ethical question, correct. It's an ethical and frankly, it's a legal question. How are you obtaining that information in compliance with federal law?
Right.
Now, do you remember a few years ago when we started the business back in 2001, you came on board about 2003-04, we were still getting cell phone
Cell phone.
records of phone calls.
Yes. I do remember that.
We would get phone call records. You would get to track. And the reason we stopped getting it is because a California court in the Hewlett-Packard case determined that that was a violation of the cell phone subscriber's
And
privacy.
didn't some investigators get arrested on
Yeah,
that?
the investigator that
yeah.
we were using back in the day,
Made me really nervous.
he went to jail.
Yeah, so
He went to jail.
Yeah, we shut that down.
Did you know that you could also, in the 10 years ago, you could put a GPS device on someone else's car?
Yeah.
Guess what? You can't do that anymore.
No.
And you cannot obtain someone else's personal, private financial information, like how much is in his or her bank account, where the bank is located. We're not talking just bank accounts.
Right.
They're advertising for securities accounts, brokerage accounts, savings accounts, checking accounts. How are you obtaining that in compliance with federal law?
I think there are maybe public record searches we could do where we could find out their banks.
Correct.
From court filings that they've done, maybe in a bankruptcy or a family law case or something.
They'll file a financial
We might be able to
affidavit.
tell you they banked there at some point in their life, but that's about all we could do, I think, legally, ethically.
Legally and ethically.
Yeah.
So I guess the bottom line is that the data providers are providing bank account, and they're not giving you, specific information. They're not saying $7,842 and account number so and so. They're not.
Oh, that's not what they're promising?
No, what they're delivering, what they promise and what they deliver. What they're delivering is, well, so and so has a balance of mid four figures located at the United States Bank at Hawthorne Drive in such and such a city. They're giving you the location of the bank branch and an approximate balance, mid four figures, high five figures. They're couching the language.
What about offshore accounts? Do they find those?
There are some people are finding that, and that would be a different set of laws that apply to that. But I'm talking your rank and file asset checks here. How you doing it? I've been doing this my whole career.
Yeah.
There's no proprietary database where you log on, sign in with an account, and find out how much someone's got in their bank account.
No.
Not legally.
No. Thank goodness.
So anyway, that's probably a challenge to those data providers who are providing that information to their clients. But to my fellow investigators, to those of us in the profession over here, it's been a hot topic for a long time. It's been one of those gray areas where advertisers claim, or providers claim, that they are in compliance with Gramm, Leach, Bliley, and the Fair Credit Reporting Act. But I don't see how that's possible.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, Mark, but I like to stay out of the gray areas in our business.
Yeah. There's so many areas where we're already under observation.
Yeah.
All it takes is a test case.
Yeah, and we don't want our clients that we do something unethical and then it falls back on our clients.
Correct.
So
Correct. Yeah, I realize that there are unscrupulous practitioners out there who don't care.
Right.
There are attorneys out there who don't care how you get the information. But let me tell you this: if you're involved in the test case and somehow it comes out, it doesn't matter. The investigator, the data provider, and the attorney are all going to face the consequences.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know. So just a word of caution.
Interesting.
Anyway, so that's our topic for today. Let me remind you that if you have not become a subscriber yet, the pen, our Investigators in Cars Cool Coasters, you need a couple of these here. We have hand sanitizers as well, but I keep forgetting to throw them in the car here. Hit the subscribe button. Make some comments down below if you're an investigator or if you're a data provider. Subscribe below, make comments if you have any observations yourself. We appreciate you, and we're looking forward to being with you next time on Investigators in Cars Drinking Coffee.
Thanks for your time.